Chaos unleashed on SmackDown, Roman Reigns and CM Punk's shocking attack on Seth Rollins and Bron Breakker. Welcome back, wrestling fans, to another explosive episode of Wrestling News CC, where we bring you all the hottest updates and shocking moments from the WWE Universe. Tonight, we're diving deep into an incident that has left fans in complete disbelief. We're talking about one of the most unpredictable and destructive attacks in SmackDown history, featuring two of the most controversial figures in professional wrestling, Roman Reigns and CM Punk, coming together to form a lethal alliance. What transpired on tonight's episode of Friday Night SmackDown has left us all asking the same question: what exactly is going on in WWE right now? Could this brutal assault on Seth Rollins and Bron Breakker be the start of something even more devastating for the WWE landscape? Keep watching as we break down every detail of this chaotic event and explore what this means for the future of WWE. Let's set the scene for you. It was a typical Friday Night SmackDown, but there was a palpable sense of tension in the air. The WWE Universe had been buzzing for weeks, speculating about the futures of both Roman Reigns and CM Punk. Despite their storied and complicated histories, rumors began circulating that these two larger-than-life figures might be planning something big behind the scenes. Everyone was talking about it, but no one could have anticipated the chaos that would soon unfold. Seth Rollins, fresh off another successful World Heavyweight Championship defense, was set to address the WWE Universe. Rollins had been on fire lately, solidifying his position as one of the top superstars in WWE, and tonight was no different. With the mic in his hand, Seth looked poised to give an electrifying promo, one that would undoubtedly amp up the crowd as only he can do. Meanwhile, Bron Breakker had just delivered yet another dominant performance earlier in the night. The blue-chip prospect had the crowd behind him, and his future in WWE seemed brighter than ever. But then, the unexpected happened. The lights in the arena suddenly flickered. At first, it seemed like a technical glitch, maybe just a fluke. But when the lights went out completely, the buzz of confusion quickly turned to speculation. Was it part of the show? Or was something darker, more sinister, lurking around the corner? Well, the answer came in the form of a thunderous sound. There he was, Roman Reigns. The tribal chief. The man who has held WWE in his grasp for what seems like an eternity. But tonight, there was something different in the air. Roman Reigns hadn't been seen on WWE television in weeks, and his absence had left fans wondering about his future. Was he still the leader of the bloodline? Was he moving on to something else? Tonight, it didn't take long for the answer to become clear. Roman Reigns wasn't just making a comeback. He wasn't just showing up to be a face in the crowd. No, Roman Reigns was back with a purpose, one that would change everything. His eyes locked on Seth Rollins, who was still standing in the ring, microphone in hand, now clearly confused about what was unfolding. The crowd was on edge, sensing that something big was about to go down. And then, the impossible happened. CM Punk's music hits. The crowd, already on edge from Reigns' return, now explodes into shock and awe. Yes, CM Punk, the same man who had been at odds with WWE for years. The same man who had walked away from the company under a cloud of controversy. And yet here he was, striding down the ramp with a look of determination in his eyes. But here's where things took an even darker turn. Roman Reigns and CM Punk, two of the most controversial figures in WWE history, had just aligned. For the first time in history, it seemed that their infamous differences had been put aside in favor of a much more dangerous agenda. As Roman Reigns made his way into the ring, the atmosphere shifted dramatically. The WWE Universe was holding its breath. What were these two men planning? And why was it happening now? Then, it happened. Roman Reigns, without saying a word, launched himself at Seth Rollins. With his sheer size and strength, he quickly overpowered the World Heavyweight Champion, tossing him into the corner of the ring with brutal force. The crowd gasped in disbelief as the onslaught began. But that wasn't the end. Just when it seemed like things couldn't get worse for Seth Rollins, CM Punk, ever the opportunist, slid into the ring and joined the assault. The two men, Reigns and Punk, were working in perfect harmony, and the chaos that followed was nothing short of destruction. Rollins fought back with everything he had, but there was simply no stopping the onslaught of these two wrestling giants. But the real surprise came when they turned their attention to another rising star, Bron Breakker. Now, let's talk about Bron Breakker. The young powerhouse had already impressed the WWE Universe with his raw power and dominance in the ring. His star was on the rise, and many were predicting a bright future for him in WWE. But tonight, Breakker became the target of something far more dangerous. As Bron made his way through the backstage area, unaware of what had just transpired in the ring, the lights flickered once more. Suddenly, Roman Reigns and CM Punk were there, standing in his path. Before Breakker could react, the two men viciously attacked him, leaving him lying in a heap on the ground. The entire backstage area seemed to shake with the intensity of the assault. What followed this devastating ambush was absolute chaos. Seth Rollins, the World Heavyweight Champion, was left bruised and battered in the ring, his title reign hanging in the balance. Bron Breakker, WWE's next big thing, had been taken out cold, his promising career in jeopardy. And as for Roman Reigns and CM Punk? Well, their intentions were clear, this wasn't just a random attack. This was a declaration of war. The WWE Universe has been left stunned, questioning everything we thought we knew about alliances, rivalries, and the power dynamics in WWE. Could Roman Reigns and CM Punk really be working together? And if so, what does that mean for Seth Rollins, Bron Breakker, and everyone else in WWE? Tonight's events on SmackDown have shaken the WWE Universe to its core. Roman Reigns and CM Punk, two of the most unpredictable forces in the world of professional wrestling, have come together in a way no one could have imagined. The fallout from tonight's ambush is far from over, and we're left wondering, what's next for Seth Rollins, Bron Breakker, and the rest of WWE? Stay tuned, because you can be sure that this storyline is just getting started. We'll keep you updated on all the latest developments here on Wrestling News CC. But for now, let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think Roman Reigns and CM Punk are truly aligned? What does this mean for the future of WWE? And who do you think will rise to challenge this new, destructive alliance? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates on this shocking turn of events. Until next time, wrestling fans.